Alright, the Sbac Geometry review. So, this is just more hints. How do we get from eye to eye? So, let's look at this. Oh, that's not going to work. Try that again. So, looking at, right? So, how is this happening? We are going over how many units? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 units. So 5 units this way. And then we go up 1, 2 units up. So, oops, wow, that's supposed to be an arrow. Alright, so 2 units up. So now you need to tell me which ones are true. Find the value of x. Alright, so we need to know this by now. Use our Pythagorean theorem. I've kind of color coordinated this for you enough that you should be able to plug this in. You need to know how to use Pythagorean theorem. There's a mistake on number 3. It was supposed to be D is 1, 4. And you need to tell me which ones are true. You need to know what these means. Similar is just a math term, and you could think about vocabulary. What does similar mean? It means being like it or resembling it. Congruent means the same. Whenever you translate something, this is what happens, right? So a translation, let's look at this box here. Translation is this. So it is both, right? It's the same still. It's the same square. So think about that. All the sides, should match up. These are all, let me make that 3. All these sides are the same. So hopefully this will help with this one. Okay. My hint for number 4. Explain why or why not. You need a right triangle to use Pythagorean theorem. Also, tip, there's no such thing as a left triangle. So if people are telling you that, just tell them no. But you need a right triangle to use Pythagorean theorem. Do we know if that's a right triangle, yes or no? A cylinder of soda has this dimension, 6 inches height and a radius of 2.25. Plug it in. Alright, so just plug in your values. Your radius, I'll even give you your radius here, which is 2.25. Alright, so that's going to go in for r. So we have pi r squared, or pi times 2.25. Again, I've color coordinated this. Triangle ABC is reflected and then translated 4 units. What sides match up? AB is going to correspond to A prime, B prime, okay? That's that. Again, another Pythagorean theorem problem. We need to know how to use that. So there it is. Go ahead, you need to know how to use that. Don't be confused because this side is called A. Just because it's called A does not mean it's A. We're trying to see, how do we get from B to B prime? Well, looking at B to B prime, what are we noticing? We go 1, right? That's what we're looking for. How do we get from there to there? Count. Alright, pause it there. distance formula. Find the distance between the 2 points on the coordinate plane. One real quick, remember it goes x, comma, y. And your x coordinates go left and right. And your y coordinates, go up and down, right? So, if this first x, it's over, or this first point here, down on the bottom here, it's over 5 units, and then what is it for y? -2. And for the other point that's up at the top here, the x, it's -3, and it is 4 for the y. Now, I'm going to go ahead and label this. So this will be x1, y1, x2, y2. So go ahead and plug that in. I'll pause it here. This one, I would plot this one on the coordinate plane and try and see what the angle measurement is. Again, distance formula. Label your points. So we have x1, y1, x2, y2. Right? Alright, so those are your points. Okay? Those are your points right there. Pythagorean theorem comes up again. Also, for this one, round to 100th. Alright? So, again, like the canned one, just use the information. I'm not giving you the radius this time. I'm not going to give you the height. Plug in the values. This is your equation here. Alright? So you have pi times r squared times h. That's all that means. Same thing for the last one. You're just going to continue to plug in your values.